why I chew Falim Mastigam. The first one is that it trains my facial muscles the same way chewing would, because well, I'm chewing. On the side, you could see the temporalis moving. This is the masseter, and of course, one also trains the tongue. I tried a few jaw trainers over the years, and they have two problems. The first one is that they eventually break or become very weak. The second one is that one constantly has plastic in the mouth, which then probably seeps. Is seep the right word? Let's check it. Into the body. Seep. Flow or leak slowly through porous material or small holes. I guess it's the right word. So I tried to find a solution for training. It's a problem. Or the problem is the following. One needs to still strength train muscles, because otherwise, if one just cardio trains muscles like when chewing gum, one does not gain muscle. How often have you seen a runner with legs like a bodybuilder? Seldom. Probably sprinters, maybe more. So what do sprinters train? Short intervals. Just like going to the gym trains a muscle with short intervals. Now, this is a problem I have not really solved. The jaw trainer I otherwise used, this one here, does per chew at least engage my facial musculature way better, but also only a certain selected muscles. So I will demonstrate. What's here important, I think, the demonstration will still follow, is that I have to have a very good neck posture, otherwise my jaw does not engage in the right way. If I just chew like this, then it doesn't do much. In order for it to maximally work and also kind of push with my lower jaw upwards into the face, maybe also the mandible slightly outwards, I actually have to have really good head posture. So like this. Since I don't have wisdom teeth any longer, I use the part where I chew where my wisdom teeth would be, because otherwise the trainer seems to be breaking down sooner. Now I'm in the bathroom because here, at least historically, I could see my facial musculature move better. But this trainer breaks after a couple of weeks of using it, maybe it's like 3 months, it depends on how much I use it. Also, the chewing itself is not automatic, but it's more like strength training. I have to plan the whole thing, and so it's more difficult because it also requires kind of mental capacity. Whereas chewing the gum does not so much, but also it has significantly less effect. It's like if I chew with the jaw trainer, it's almost visible afterwards. And if I chew with the gum, it might be visible, but the thing is that I now have to chew it because my jaw is already somewhat trained, or my facial musculature is already somewhat trained. These are like 20 or 25 or 30 pieces of mastic gum, which is this one. It's called Falim. And so now, because it gets hard, if one doesn't chew it, I can only ingest so much without risking kind of... So the potential hack is that if I just chewed and it is still soft, that I kind of break it into smaller pieces, which I then, when I again chew up to the maximum amount I have, then, because then I can ingest these smaller pieces. I once already kind of injured my jaw, and it then hurt for a while. So probably it was one of the joints, I guess. So I don't really have a solution for this problem right now. I'm currently testing breaking it into smaller pieces, and then if I again am trying to chew the maximum amount, which is then my daily workout, one could say, then I ingest them one after the other. What I also have to mention is that I don't take 25 new pieces or 30 pieces, or eventually like 40 pieces every single day out. But what I instead do is I brush my teeth, and I only chew this, at least usually, with brushed teeth. Now, it seems to be the case that this keeps the product fairly, but as soon as one does this without brushed teeth, you can forget. I guess it will then no longer be hygienic. But think about your teeth. Your teeth are also in there all the time, just managed by brushing teeth and saliva. And they also don't begin to stink. So the same principle applies here. I also tried using toothpaste every now and then to maybe get some additional benefits, but the saliva already seems to remineralize the teeth, which in my case I had bruxism for years, and I also had allergy as a child, so I often mouth breathe, and I still mouth breathe if I don't tape my mouth. And so if I don't tape my mouth and I mouth breathe during the night, then basically a lack of saliva, which otherwise would be close to the teeth, and remineralize the teeth is kind of breaking my teeth down. And I already have multiple kind of rails in my teeth, especially in the upper as well as the lower front teeth. Because I also have a, not cross bite, but basically I bite like this. If not more like this. But